Here we go, man. Metropolis is the next map. Can Sniper pull up the upset? Or will Bomber move on to Code S?
We'll find out in a few seconds. GSL today with a chosen counter. Completely messed up the timing here.
Oh, it's fine.
Well, at the bottom of the map, we have actually close air position. At the bottom, we have Bomber, who just lost the last game in the red color, starting for Team StarTale, and Street Fighter Voice will confirm it.
StarTale Bomber.
That's right.
That's how I confirm everything in my life.
Huh?
That's how I confirm everything in my life. Good morning, I'm like, should I have eggs for breakfast? And it's like, yes!
I tried to do the Street Fighter Voice once when we didn't have the overlays, and I completely failed, so
really?
I can't do it.
It's always fun to try.
To the top right, well, to the right side of the map, we have his opponent, starting for the MVP team, able to force this third game is...
MVP Sniper.
Okay.
I'm really interested to see what we have on this map. This is just a map, I casted a few ZVTs, and we have seen so many different styles here. It can just end with a 40-50 minute game where they share, they kind of divide the map into two halves, and then suddenly the game is just going crazy with nukes and everything.
Yeah.
But quite often, especially with close air positions, you can be so aggressive as a Terran player with dropships, for example. But we also see that this overload speed is coming really into play here.
Yeah, that's so helpful. I'm actually so glad that they did that. That's one of the best reasons. You know, the maps have gotten so much bigger than when the game came out.
Yeah.
It's important to have those overlords be a little bit quicker so you can actually get some sort of intel with them. So, yeah, back to what you were saying about the half map. You know, one player that really comes to mind when I think of TVZs that are split in half on this map is Maru. I don't know how. I don't know why it's like every. Dude, there's more than just one, all right? I've seen so many of his games here where he's like got spine crawlers and broodlords and he's being nuked and he has to like move back and move back up, and it makes some pretty interesting games on this map, that is for sure. And in fact, there's actually been so many cool half maps here. Who played that match recently that I saw where the Terran had everything on the left side and then the Zerg made like 1 billion banelings and just went and killed him because he had no siege tanks? Oh god, who was that? Why can I not think? Anyways, it's a fun map. I like it.
Yep, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just a variety of strategies you see on this map is great.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say, I'm like so impressed with Sniper, man. Really, he blew me away with that last game. It's so hard as a Zerg player to do things like hold off an attack and then make the judgment call that, you know, I don't think he can really take another base. I should make a lot of units instead of drones. Because while I'm expanding, that third hatch is there just kind of in case as a bomber. You better attack me. I already have a third hatch.
He had a fair amount of drones, and with the scouting information that he had, he knew that there was no third coming. He had the mutalisks to the right side of the map, and this overlord that was dropping the creep and everything, that made sure that he could not get the third anytime soon.
Yeah, and he had the other bases scouted with Zerglings as well, which is super important, because if you know that Terran's just sitting on 2 bases, then you just have to make units nonstop. You just get a little bit better economy and make a lot of units. And the fact that we're seeing a Zerg that really understands that and does that is unbelievably exciting, and oh my god, that's a roach warren.
Exactly, and we had a lot of roach attacks just lately with 23 drones and, well, not too much gas. We won't see a baneling nest here. But roaches on this map are pretty strong, and this roach attack just in the early game with 7 to 9 roaches is actually pretty dangerous.
Yeah, and
especially when you don't get any upgrades for your barracks at all, and
it's just going 3 command center, man. He's being greedy Terran, as so many Terrans are. And but you know, at least he is going to have 3 barracks to try to get a lot of Marines out. Now, with a baneling nest, which he's actually I don't think he's going to go banelings. He's just going to go.
He doesn't have the gas. And if you go for the baneling nest, you usually have 36 drones. He has only 23.
Yeah.
He doesn't. I don't think he has speed.
No, he doesn't have speed either. That's quite true. So, I mean, at this point, it's hard to say exactly how this will go. If he can get his SCVs up there really quickly, then he might be able to hold on. If he loses that bunker very quickly, though, the roaches can do a ton of damage.
He's not going to die. This push is not designed to kill the Terran player, but it's designed to do some damage.
Yeah, it's designed to kill SCVs basically, because you have to use your SCVs
you have to repair,
surround and stop them from killing your Marines, so your Marines can kill them.
And even
then
if
you lose
repair,
a lot.
you just have the SCVs lined up, and the roaches say just thank you and take them out one by one. But the problem is he only has Marines, and with this many roaches, if Sniper plays this well, this bunker is going to die. He has no chance, my opinion.
And look at that. He waits until they're all in range to shoot. Very nice move there. And he's going to take that right down, kill some Marines off. And see, now he's going to start killing those SCVs off.
He has 10 roaches. He might actually just end it here. Well, this is actually really, really scary for Bomber. He lost the bunker. He has Marines in the back. But look how many SCVs already died. He lost 14 of them.
Yeah.
And there are only Marines. And he is starting to take down the depots as well. With this many roaches, he does a lot more damage than I expected.
Yeah, this has done a great job, man. Even if all these roaches die without killing anything else, which won't happen as we see here, he's killed enough SCVs that he can switch it up now. He's getting speed and droning up. He has a great amount of drones. He's got 41 drones against 24 SCVs, and he's actually going layer and a third base right now. I'm loving Sniper's play.
I'm a little bit surprised that he backs off with 7 roaches. He could have done a lot more damage. He was a bit scared that the Terran player... Okay, we had the first... Did he already have the first Marauder?
I think the Marauder just popped out, but I actually didn't catch that.
He could have just sniped at least another supply depot. One of them is on half hit points, so that was basically an option that he could have done. I like that he does not overcommit. That's also important. The roaches were damaged, and if you lose the roaches, then you lose the control over the map. So he did enough damage.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that point. I actually love it when Zergs don't overcommit. He says, you know what? I killed a lot of SCVs. He actually killed 17. He's taken a third. He's teching up. Having these extra roaches go home, heal up, and just be part of his defensive force for the next 5 to 7 minutes. Because, I mean, Bomber's obviously going to walk out and try to do something, right? I mean, he doesn't want to just sit there all day long. He is getting stim. He has a decent amount of Marines and Marauders.
But what can he actually do? If you think about it, he has no factory, so he has no tanks. He can't go for tank timing with Siege. He has Marines. He might build a few more Marauders, but if he moves out, his force will basically consist of Marines only with Stim and +1/+1. But the Baneling Nest is already done. This is exactly what Sniper kind of anticipated. He knows if he moves out with the build that he chose, if he moves out now, it's going to be mainly Marines. He has the creep spread. The Banelings will obviously benefit from it, and it's really scary to be Bomber.
Yeah, it is. I mean, he's playing from a little bit behind here. And, I mean, look at the mini-map. We have Overlords set up everywhere. I mean, you can't drop right now on Sniper without him knowing about it. He's really scouting the map super well. And so from here, Bomber is just... I mean, he's in a terrible spot. In fact, his siege tanks are going to be so late, they're almost going to be non-existent. He's going straight into medevacs from here. And that's going to be something that can allow him to start trying to get aggressive. But with those extra roaches back to tank a little bit as the first pieces of aggression come, Sniper's going to have plenty of drones to do whatever he wants.
And Sniper is getting all this tech. He's going for Mutalisk again. He's getting +1/+1. Even the +1 attack upgrade for the Flyers. He has Baneling speed. He has Roach speed coming up. He's getting every single upgrade available to him right now.
Yeah, I like it, man. Get a little bit ahead, then you get a little bit more ahead.
Hatchery as well. He won't have a problem with his lava. He's already in a position where he can intercept the drones. He's even spreading creeps with the Overlords in the main base so that he can work against drops a little bit more efficiently.
Something we do not see enough, I might add as well. It's really going to help him to react to anything that Bomber does do. Now, Bomber is taking a third base, but still no siege tanks. In fact, it looks like he has no plans for siege tanks. He's just focusing on upgrades, medevacs, and Marines. And when you do that, I mean, yeah, you're going to have a pretty mobile force and whatnot, but it's also going to be very hard against Banes and Infestors. So we see Sniper, a little bit of harassment going on.
Yep, trying to take down these add-ons that are so, well, not only expensive, but at the same time it just takes ages for them to build. So he's trying to take those down, and at the same time we already have a fourth base coming up here for Sniper. He is really going all out with this. He has Infestation Pit, he's going for a ton of units. He's on 145 supply, and the upgrades are just simply amazing. This is, by the way, something that Bomber doesn't miss either. He's already on +2/+2, a bit of an advantage here over Sniper. So I like that Bomber is actually investing his gas, at least in the upgrades, if he doesn't get tank.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go this super bio style, you have to have those upgrades pretty quick, and he knows that. one thing to point out is a second starport was just finished by Bomber. And that really tells us he's not planning on siege tanks. So the fact that he's not planning on siege tanks can really help Sniper if he figures that out, because then Infestors become amazingly good. I mean, mass Infestors against just Bio, you're going to crush it. But right now he's using that Infestation Pit just to tech up a bit more to hide. So that makes me a little bit worried. Oh, there we go. Pathogen Glands do get started.
Yep,
so
Pathogen Glands on its way, and at this point it just looks pretty good for Sniper. He did not try to go for a strong attack, but we have a few of those Murals still hovering around the main bases of Bomber to do a little bit of damage, and still force the Terran player back so he can't move out. Even overstimming here a little bit.
Look at this, Caldor. We got a Raven being made. Are you excited?
This is smart. Seeker missiles.
Oh my god. He's going double Raven right now. He's getting a third starport for his reactor.
Wow.
This is so interesting. Oh my god. What are we going to see here? You think it's going to be Seeker missiles?
I think so.
I think you know what? I think it's going to be Seeker missiles, but also obviously some auto turrets.
Harris with the auto turrets in the mineral line would also be a great option, but against Mutalisk and basically all Zerg units, if you have enough Ravens, Seeker missiles are insane.
Yeah. This is going to be really exciting, man. We do have Greater Spire in the way and a lot of spines. That split map scenario continues to occur.
I've seen Maru use Seeker missiles, a lot of Raven Seeker missiles against Lenok, and Lenok was kind of helpless.
And, a huge surround going on, and in fact does get that very expensive Raven. A ton of Banelings coming in.
Wow, not only Banelings, we have Zerglings, and of course the Mutalisk, he's really going for it right now. There are bunkers, but are there going to be enough? Bomber drops the supply down to 130. Sniper still on 150 supply. He cleans up everything that Bomber has, and the Terran player, he is running. The Startail player is retreating, a few auto turrets, but it does not look like it's going to be enough.
And that was a ton of damage done to my Sniper. So well done. He is up by a good 55 supply right now. And those roaches that he didn't overcommit still in there doing a lot of damage. So
it looks like our O made you some money.
Yeah, I think you might, man. I'm sorry to hear it. Wow, you were so dumb to vote on Bomber, Caldor.
Hey, you just told me that you wanted to get in.
I know, right? I love it. All right, so he is continuing on the Raven route, but I don't know if he's going to be able to even stabilize. We have 6 Infestors in the way, a lot of Banelings being made, and he can keep on going in because there's no siege tanks.
I know the guys, I knew the guy was good, but this I did not expect. Bomber is still on the defensive. Sniper with the second wave. He takes the 5th as he does it and is going in with Banelings and Lings and forces Bomber back once again. All these Marines in trouble. Beautiful positioning by Bomber with his Marines, trying to use the buildings to his advantage. All those narrow ways, but it is not going to be enough to avoid losing tons of SCVs. He throws the attack back though. 52 SCVs killed in total thus far.
That's insanity. That is so many SCVs. I mean, Bomber's hanging on as best he can.
Yeah.
He's still macroing up. He's still making Ravens. His 3-3 is almost done, and that's obviously very nice. But we do have 3-3 on the way for the Zerg as well.
Adrenal glands.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting chitinous plating.
But the thing is, with the defense that Bomber plays, I feel that against a lesser Zerg player, he would have a good chance, but the Sniper is just not missing a beat. He's expanding over and over again as he attacks, so he is not just hoping that he will crush this force of Bomber right now. We finally have Seeker Missile and a Corvid Reactor, but I don't think it's going to be soon enough. Look at all these Banelings, 29 morphing now.
I mean, I don't care how many Marauders you're making, man. I don't think you're going to hold on against that.
It's just too soon.
Yeah, here we go. He is starting to move forward a little bit. Now the Banelings are done. Here we go. Sniper coming down right now. Bomber does have a lot of units this time.
Beautiful split, but is it going to be enough? The Banelings moving in. He's splitting his units. He's taking down all the Banelings. And Bomber, he still holds.
And the Banelings still hitting quite a bit, but yeah, Bomber somehow, someway continuing to hold quite a bit.
So amazed by Bomber here. Even though he was too late with his Ravens, even though Sniper had the perfect time for his attacks, the guy still survives. I mean, barely, but this is still very, very impressive.
Now, we do have Ultras on the way, so he has to be careful with that, because we already have a lot of Marauder production out there. He has to get some fungals off on him, because if they kite, that's one way to come back here for Bomber. You know, if he can just kite Ultras all day, they cost so much money that I don't know how I even feel about him going for that, unless he really does hit those fungals.
We also have Seeker missiles now in the game. Seeker missiles are done, 4 Ravens and a 5th one building. If he would have had that a little bit earlier, I think Sniper might be in trouble here. But Sniper, thanks to his great multitasking and his macro game, is now able to rely on 5 bases, whereas Bomber is desperately trying to get a 4th.
I love this. Roach, Corruptor, the Roaches make it lift off, and then it gets chased by Corruptors. Now, I mean, this next army coming in is so scary. A lot of this is going to rely on Micro, though.
Yeah.
We do have the Ultras charging down the map right now, and oh man, here come the Corruptors as well, going after everything. Does he have enough energy for Seeker missiles?
I don't know.
And no, he actually doesn't on any of these Ravens yet.
That is horrible for him. And now we have bundles on the Ravens as well. The Corruptors moving in. Bomber dropping to 100 supply. Once again, 180 for his opponent. And Sniper takes the game. GG as Bomber drops into the up and downs.
That is amazing. Sniper is now in Code S, and today has been something that my expectations have been wrong. I thought that Gumiho July would be good. I thought this would be our one that Bomber would crush after how well he played in the last round. But Sniper is showing that, hey, it's not just ZVZ and ZVP that he's good at. He's actually so good at ZVT as well.
I'm surprised as well. I knew that Sniper was really good, but I still expected Bomber to take the series. He's such an experienced player, and he has shown, especially in the game against Zenio, the last one, that he's awesome against Dirk. But today, Sniper just showcased his A-game and was able to take game 2 and 3. Very well done.
Showcases A-game in Code A, and now he's going to have to showcase his S-game next season.
Yep.
I'm excited to see how far this guy can go, because there was a lot of intelligent stuff going on in his brain. Like, this guy really knew what was up. He would see what was going on and say, okay, I've killed enough SCVs, run away. Those Roaches came in helpful several times after that. Like, really, he did just amazingly intelligent moves the entire time.
I was amazed by his macro game. I really like it that he did not rely too much heavily on these attacks. He attacked over and over again, but he did not miss to get the upgrades, to get additional bases. Even the creep spread. He spread the creep farther to the left so that he would see if there was another attack to the 4th, to the 5th.
His Overlord spread was amazing as well. He really was looking for drops, which really never ended up coming because he kept Bomber on the back foot the entire game after that Roach
attack
Rush.
with drops, exactly. After the Roach Rush, Bomber was so far behind, losing this many SCVs early on, even with the 2 mules. This is just something that you can't afford to do.
Yeah. Well, that was a great match.
Yeah, it was really good.
I'm looking forward to the next one now.
The next one will be Marine King against Yu-Gi-Oh!
Should be good.
Yeah, should be good. Slayers against the Prime team, so let's see what's going to happen there. We'll have a 5-minute break, and then we are back with a GSL Code with the Toasters and Caldo.
Oh, nice. More zealots.